Hey everybody, welcome to the End of the World Caliber Fantasy Draft. I'm excited to show this to you. So let me go over the rules and then I'll introduce you to our players. The scenario is it's the end of the world. You're going to get to pick a caliber. Nobody else can have it. Once it's selected, it's gone. You get all of the ammo and any guns that are associated with that caliber. So our first contestant is Jim from Backfire TV. He has a great channel that focuses on precision, long range, hunting rifles. Next is Adam from the Hootie Hoo channel. Lots of hunting, lots of long-range shooting, all sorts of budget-friendly rifles and bolt actions. And next is MC. His channel has all sorts of rural day-to-day operations, as well as quite a bit of firearms from Western Michigan. And you already know me, I'll be selecting third in the draft. Let's begin. With the first pick in the first round, we've got Backfire Jim.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people always say, end of the world, they'd pick 22 LR. But, I mean, I've got to maintain some semblance of testosterone levels. The end of the world. That's not right. And so I'm at least going to step it up a little bit. Same caliber, different cartridge. I'd go 223. It's lightweight. You can carry a ton of ammo. Just good for your general defense. You use it for hunting and stuff. I think just general shooting, I'd have to go 223.
Fascinating selection. 223 is off the board. I've got it written down. Let's move on to the second pick in the first round, Mr. Hootie Hoo.
Jim, that is not what I would have guessed you would have picked, but I'm glad you didn't pick mine. My pick is 300 Blackout, similar to the 223.
Yeah.
But the 223 is loud, and my first pick, I want something I can be incognito if I need it, and that's going to be 300 Blackout.
Okay, that's a fine pick. 300 Blackout is so much fun to shoot because when you get subsonic 300 Blackout, you just feel like a ninja shooting. That is like 300 Blackout and a CVA Scout single shot. That's money.
Round one, 300 Blackout.
300 Blackout is off the board. Moving on, I got the third pick. I got to go 9mm. 9mm. I'm going to nail down the handgun first. It's a versatile round. You've got to have the handgun, but you can also throw that thing in a longer barrel in an AR platform.
Hey, yeah, that's real smart. Now, anybody who's 41 yards from you is just going to take you out immediately.
Ooh.
No matter what barrel length I have, I'm only limited to 41 yards. Okay, moving on. In the first round with the fourth pick, MC.
I am going to go with the 12-gauge shotgun. Is that outside the box, or was that still within our
great choice?
That's a good choice, yeah.
Because if we do have unlimited supply of 12-gauge or 223, regardless of the chambering, the shotgun gives me access to slugs if I want big game.
You would have slugs.
Gives me access to shot if I don't want to tear up small game.
Okay, excellent.
That's a fine
choice.
pick. Honestly, that's a better pick than mine. That's a good pick.
So MC kind of changed the game here a little bit, got us thinking. And actually, it's a snake draft, so you also get the fifth pick in the second round. What are you going to take for this one?
I'm going to jump into the 10mm for my second pick.
Okay. Excellent choice. Okay, so that goes back to me for my second choice in the second round. You said the 300 Blackout's what the AR should have been built around. I actually think the AR should have been built around the 6.5 Grendel, which will be my choice. It's better in every way than a 5.56. Other than the fact that it's not ubiquitous, it's not a NATO round, and it's a little bit more expensive. But this is the end of the world, and I get all of the 6.5 Grendel. So put me down for 6.5 Grendel.
I'm surprised your first two didn't include 8.6 Blackout. But
you guys are going to break my heart if you take the 8.6 Blackout before I get it.
So my number two pick is 22-250.
Oh, a little screecher. Okay.
Tell us about that, Adam. Why 22-250?
have taken deer with 22-250. Depending on what the load is, it can get up to 4,000 feet per second. I've taken prairie dogs, this big at 300 yards with it. It's flat. It's got enough power to take a deer. I have a thing for 22-250. That's like my absolute favorite cartridge. I almost said that first, but I wanted to go make sure I got 300 blackout before anybody else.
That was a good choice. 300 blackout in the first round is good.
There's a lot of bullets you can load for that too. Light stuff all the way up to heavy stuff. And
How heavy does 22-250 go?
I think 90 grains. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. All the way down to like 40. So
cool.
Interesting. Great choice. Okay. Snake back around to Jim. You get the last pick in the second round and the first pick in the third round.
Okay. This is going to... Some people are going to be mad at me, but I'd have to pick 7 PRC on this one. So look, I already got 223. I've taken care of your CQB stuff. We're good, right? At this point, I'm bored. The world is over. If I can't go shoot a little long range and have some fun, like what's the purpose of this whole thing, right? And so, in all seriousness, though, I know people get annoyed when you talk about like a new cartridge because some people just have such nostalgia for the older stuff. And so whatever, if in your mind it's 7 mag or whatever, fine. But something in that genre right there, I think it's just so nice to shoot the long range stuff. I just really enjoy. Plus just having the resistance to the wind drift and everything. And, for hunting, your big game, your really anything you want at that point. I'd go 7 PRC.
Wow. Okay. I got you down. 7 PRC. And the first pick in the third round, back to Jim.
Oh, I get to go again?
Yeah.
Okay. This is fabulous then. Because now, like, you got your CQB taken care of, right? You're good for the up close safety. You got your long range taken care of, right? And I have my fun. Like, okay, I can at least go shoot long range whenever I want. Like, I'm set in life. At this point, it's a 45-70 lever gun for sure. No question, right? Because, like, what if you come up on any John Wayne zombies? Can't shoot a John Wayne zombie with an AR. It's messed up. You got to have a John Wayne 45-70 to take care of things. But seriously, that's just a fun cartridge. Plus, if you want to shoot your real big stuff, your bear defense, whatever, go hunt yourself a bison, then 45-7, that's the way to go.
I like both of those picks. I've shot deer with both 7 PRC and 45-70, and they both worked real good. But my pick is going to be, my next pick rather, is 338 Win Mag.
Oh, solid. Yeah. I like the power. Respect.
That's kind of my two favorites. It's 22-250 and 338 Win Mag. And I've shot animals with it too, and it's got a whole lot of horsepower.
Okay, so the 338. Okay, so you've got all rifle cartridges. Jim has all rifle cartridges. All right. Okay.
And guns, please.
Okay, it's happening. I'm taking the 8.6 blackout with the third pick in the third round, relegated to a third round pick. The 8.6 blackout. I like the fact that it can do a lot of things inside of a close range. It could be a CQB gun. It could be a hunting gun for deer. We shot them at coyotes. We didn't hit one, but deer, hogs, whatever, defense inside of a range. It's really good at doing a couple of things. It's really good at those things. Outside of that, it's not great, but inside of that range, it's really good. Okay, so with the last pick in the third round, up to MC, what would you like, sir?
I kind of had Hootie Who's picked there in my category, what I would put under the extra large size. So I'll go with my backup pick, which would be the 50 BMG. They unzip deer very nicely, I hear. So if I did need to, put some game on the table, that 50 is versatile. And especially if we've got the
game on the table with a 50 BMG, that game could be on like a table 5 blocks away.
You're next with your next pick. You get the first pick in the 4th round, so you can pull it out right now.
Well, I'm going to roll that back down to where Jim started out with. Since we've already covered our masculinity, I'm going to jump back down to that 22 long rifle.
Solid.
Okay.
That gives you the versatility of the birdshot rounds for those carpenter bees that want to swarm you in the summer.
Okay, and back to me for the 4th pick in the 4th round. Man, I need something. I need something longer range. I think I'm gonna do 6.5 PRC. I think that will work for me. That will be the longer range component of my selections here.
Yeah, I think if I were to pick one cartridge for deer for the rest of my life, because I live out west, it'd probably be 6.5 PRC. Yeah.
Well, 6.5 PRC is gone. We're moving back to Hootie Who with his 4th pick.
So my next pick, part of me is I just like to be weird, and I don't like to do the same thing that everybody's doing. So I'm gonna go a little bit weird again, and I'm gonna go 204 Ruger.
Oh,
Need for speed,
grain,
baby.
Yeah,
let's do this.
32 grain, 40 grain, almost flat all the way to 300 yards.
204 Ruger is gone. Okay, got it down. Okay, moving back over to Jim with his 4th pick in the 4th round.
Okay, I think I'd go for just a range gun at this point. I mean, if ammo cost is a concern, something like 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor would be good choices, I think, for, practical matter. But in this case, I think like if we're talking about, awesome cartridge design, I'd probably go with the 6 Creedmoor. 6 Creedmoor is fantastic. Like if you're out shooting antelope and stuff, tough to beat 6 Creedmoor. I think a 6 Creedmoor is I think it's a more versatile cartridge than the 6.5 Creedmoor is. You're talking about essentially the same recoil, but it's flatter shooting, less resistant to wind. And so, I love a 6 Creedmoor. And in terms of just one that it's just versatile for like a family, just take the kids out and shoot and stuff, super low recoil, but able to stretch it out and stuff. I think 6 Creedmoor is awesome.
All right, we are to the final round of the fantasy caliber draft here, and we're going to go back with the same order here. Jim, your last pick, it's the end of the world. You get nothing else. What is your last caliber?
Okay, so for this one, I'm going tiny this time. Since 22 LR is taken, maybe I kind of cheat and even go non-firearm, and I go to an air gun. Probably a 35 cal air gun, maybe a 22 air gun, doesn't really matter so much. Just swap your barrel. But those PCP air guns are freaking awesome. They're so much fun to shoot. Just as accurate as a 22. You're shooting the same grain weight at the same speed, but also it's just so quiet. It's even less recoil. Just like when you take somebody out to shoot for the first time, man, those air guns are so much fun. They're probably a 35 cal air gun would be my pick there.
Boy, he stayed true to his word, and he did not pick a handgun cartridge. Okay.
No, handguns. I love handguns. They're fun, but if it's the end of the world, I'm walking around naked, and I'm done with handguns.
You got a 223, so I guess you could do a little shorty barrel AR and call that your pistol.
Clothes and handguns are the first thing to go.
Mr. Hootie Who, your last pick, it's the end of the world. You get nothing else.
My last pick, I'm looking at my list of everything I picked. It's all pretty much small and big. I'm going with another big one, and that's my 338 Lapua.
I wondered.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. And I've shot deer with 338 Lapua, too. It works, too.
Was it blown up?
Oh, yeah. Both the front shoulders were gone. But, yeah.
Gone. What bullet did you use?
ELDX.
Okay, yeah. Yep, shoulders gone. All right.
What do those weigh?
225s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
I think.
Or were you asking what the deer weighs? Because now it weighs about 25% less.
Yeah.
It weighed much less after I shot it.
You're right.
Man, you guys have given me a couple things to think about. I haven't considered the air gun. I'm going to do the 22 Magnum. Don't have
Cool.
one, never shot it. I know a little bit about it, but it could be something for me in the small range. Anybody
Cool.
have one of those?
Shot them lots of times, but don't own one.
I got a few of them. And they make the PMR 30. It's a pistol that holds 30 rounds of 22 mag. That's kind of
That's
cool.
true.
30 rounds. Don't talk about that on YouTube. The overlords don't allow us. You mean the 29 round, right,
Yeah,
Adam?
29 plus.
That's what you told.
Yeah. Edit it out. Edit it out.
We're finishing up right here. MC has the last caliber on Earth. No one else can have anything else. What are you taking, sir?
But just to round everything out, my large rifle would be the 308 7.62 by 5.1 platform.
Okay, solid choice. All right, all the ammo is gone. We have it all. There's 20 different calibers on this page. Thank you guys a bunch for participating. I didn't consider that Jim and Hootie Hoo would not take a pistol. I didn't consider that. I maybe jumped the gun with my 9mm in the first round. Man.
I have a bunch of pistols, and I carry pistols every day.
Right.
But I'm not passionate about it.
Yeah, and if it's the end of the world, do you really need to conceal anything anymore? Like, just strap on an AR, man.
Naked.
Naked. Right. Loincloths. I think we got to bring back the loincloth. That was a good idea. You got to have some kind of protection for walking through bushes, but other than that, we're set.
Wow, that was super cool. Lots to think about there. I would love to know your comments. What are your top 5 calibers that you would select? I don't know. I think that was kind of fun. Let me know if you'd like to see that again with some different guests. You can run 2, 3. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.